Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to do a little review of this really cool instrument that I picked up from the Chinese company called Pango Music. This is a Mandocello and the model for this is PMB-903. This is going to be kind of a shorter review of this. I do have a way more longer and more in-depth video that's kind of designed for people who are seriously considering purchasing this instrument, so that has like an unboxing and all kinds of other information about my experience purchasing this instrument. But for this video I just wanted to kind of just show you guys the instrument itself, play a little bit on it, and yeah, this is more just, I just want to show you the instrument. So I guess we'll just start from the top here with the headstock. And I asked them to do a little bit of special stuff, so this star isn't something they normally do on their Mandocellos. I had them do that special for me just so there's something on the headstock, because for this model they usually don't put any, they don't have a logo or anything, I guess. So just wanted to have something on there. But otherwise it's basically kind of modeled after those older K4 style Gibson Mandocellos, as I understand. And so it's got that kind of classic look to it, and I just think it looks really cool. So here's a look at the headstock, and then going up the neck here, and then finally getting to the body of the Mandocello. I'll kind of zoom out a little bit just so you can, let's see, kind of see the whole thing there. It's a very nice looking thing. It's shiny. The finish on it is pretty nice. I mean, it's kind of grippy, and it's probably not the best sort of finish you could put on an instrument, but this is also, I paid just under $2,000 for this, including shipping, which was a very reasonable price. So for that, with all things considered, there's a few things that aren't perfect with it. We'll just do kind of a close-up look at the body here, from bottom to top. Another custom thing that I asked them to do is add make sure this goes all the way to 24 frets. They usually cut it off, somewhere here or something, so it's more like they might normally do like 21 frets. I'm thinking something like that. But anyway, here's a look at the full body. It's just a really cool looking instrument. And when I first got this thing in the mail, I was really surprised at just how big this thing was. It's roughly the size of an acoustic guitar, a standard sized acoustic guitar, maybe just a little bit smaller. And that's the kind of case I use for it, is just kind of a gig bag for an acoustic guitar, and it fits in there pretty well. Kind of difficult to find a good case for this. I know that the Pango Music, I believe they do sell some cases that this can fit in, but I think they're basically acoustic guitar cases that this will just fit in. Like I don't know of anything that is especially form fitted for these. These are these are very uniquely shaped instruments, that's for sure. But for the price, about $2,000 now, that was the price that I paid in late 2020, September 2020, something like that. I've just noticed online that the price has gone up by about $1,000, so this is more like closer to $3,000. Unfortunately, so that's a pretty big price hike, but still kind of a bargain model if you're looking for this kind of K4 style thing, as opposed to getting something like, I guess you call it a guitar conversion. So it's a Mandocello that has the guitar body. So there's some American companies that do sell models like that for a similar price point. Otherwise, if you want a good American made or just a really high quality Mandocello that's of this style, you're looking at like $6,000 to $7,000, maybe even more than that. So definitely budget priced for someone who wants to invest in something like this. Now, there are some imperfections in this thing. I can try and show you guys. It might be really hard to see in the camera, but you can see like some of the finish in some of these kind of tight spots. It's not perfect. And I don't know if you can see well inside the scroll here, but it's not finished very well in there either. So there are definitely some cosmetic oddities with this instrument that are, they're kind of just eyesores to look at, unfortunately, but they're very minor for the most part. And it's just kind of something to be expected, I guess, when you're buying sort of a instrument that's a little bit cheaper price compared to the other ones. So I'll show you kind of the back side here going up, and the back side. It's all really pretty looking overall, and I'm definitely gonna hang this on the wall at some point. My experience with purchasing this thing wasn't perfect. There was some customer service things that weren't quite perfect, and I had a really annoying issue with the tuning pegs tuning this up for the first time, and I actually had to purchase a replacement set. For more about that, you can check out the longer video, but for now, let's check out the actual instrument itself. So there's just a basic C chord. I have the action on this set fairly high just because I didn't have this professionally set up or anything, and there are some things with the frets, I think, or something that are, in certain places it buzzes, so I'd have to take this to a professional luthier to get it really, get this in perfect shape. But for now, it's good enough. So, but overall, really happy with this thing. I just love the growl of that low C string. It's really, really cool. So I've been playing this for about 2 months now. I wouldn't consider myself that great of a player, but see, I'm not much of a mandolin player, really. I'm a banjo player, so this is all kind of somewhat foreign to me. I've played mandolins before and everything, but that's not my principal instrument. And man, these things are really kind of tricky to play with the tuning in fifths and just having such wide spacing of the frets. This being the big instrument it is, so it's really a stretch for the fingers. But it's really fun to play. The low sound of it is just really cool sounding, and so there's if this were a standard, if this was a mandolin, this would be where let's see if I can get this right. That's basically mandolin tuning way up there. So I guess right now I'll just try to play a little bit of something so that you guys can have a little sample of what this thing sounds like. Okay, so something like that. So hopefully that was an okay representation of what this can sound like. Obviously, I'm not the greatest Mandocello player by any means, but overall, really a cool instrument, especially for the price that I paid for it. And yeah, if you're interested in more information, like I said, I have a longer video that's a little bit more descriptive. But just wanted to give you guys a quicker review of this and a demonstration. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative, and thanks for watching.